Hello YouTube, it is Damien, it is the Rise of a Nation, it is episode 18, and today we have got the opening day against Linge B here in the first division of Denmark, the second division, obviously below the Superliga. Since we last met, a lot has happened, a lot of signings. The best place to start though is the season preview, and we are 101 to 1 to be promoted this season, but we're in 9th and a lot better than last year. Good luck, Burger. For your job interview as well, my man. Since we send that as well, since that has happened, we've obviously got, as you can see, Lynchby, who are top. Dead evens that go straight back up. They're definitely the best team in the competition. And if you look at their best player in Gustavo, he is worth 250. Christian Jacobsen is worth nearly $1 million. The Dane, they're a very good side, and it's the hardest task that we have. However, if you look at the season preview, we have done absolutely amazing. We have got AC Hornets, who we beat in preseason. Fa200, we expected to beat. But Copenhagen, the only reason we did not get a point out of this game is we had a goal wrongly disallowed for offside. And we were decent enough to take it to one of the best teams in Denmark. Esbjerg in our division, obviously, were predicted to go up last season, didn't do it. We beat as well. Silkeborg predicted to finish second this season. We beat them as well in preseason. And a very lengthy preseason. And we did beat Sonder, who are a Superliga side, on the final game of preseason as well. We do have a few signings to talk about, and that's going to be the big part of this episode. I am going to try and rattle through this really quickly and keep it on the outs. There you go, you see him. But here are everybody here, and I'm just going to go in order. But here we are. Andreas Drost, youngster, he's going to be in the under 19s for now. Got a good amount of potential, and away we go. Leafy is a 16-year-old that looks really good mentally and physically on paper. I currently have him in the second team, but if he plays well, can win a spot here. He looks really good, and a lot of midfielders do look really good here. Enrik Valderson, another 16-year-old midfielder, yet again, mentally really good, physically really good for the level. Keep an eye on the kid. He will be really good. Henrik Dus has played a lot of games here in preseason as the second striker in the 4-2-4, and he does look very good. At 16 years of age, good determination, good physicals, good finishing. I think Henrik Dus will be really good. The one to get really excited about, though, is Ben Nielsen. His preseason has been that good. It's been better than the Shoes. However, the Shoe will start today because it is the Shoe, but this guy scores goals, he gets assists, he's a poacher, he's composed, he makes a good decision, he's determined, he's physically really good. The 17-year-old from New Zealand, right, who's also Danish nationality, so doesn't need a work permit, he will play for New Zealand, and he could be here a long time. His preseason form, as you can see, has been really good, and a lot of that's been off the bench. Lars Ron is just a not bad little backup, he's okay as well. Nicholas Rumsen, probably very unlucky not to get minutes in preseason, but he looks really good at a young age at 16. Jesper Andersen, one of the better midfielders that we have. He looks really good, can pass the ball, he's got good flair, physically okay. If we didn't have Will already and what's his name there in the middle of the park as well, Hardrow, outside of Andersen and Vilhelmosa, as in Frederic, this guy probably sits on the bench. He doesn't get that at the moment. He's currently available for the B team for 90 minutes, or now he is anyway. There we go, as well. We have Matthias Madsen, and he's a starter today. At 16 years of age, this guy as a winger looks unbelievable. He's technically brilliant, physically brilliant, mentally really good. We went through these guys enough, but we are going to go through them again. Jeppe Hansen, you would have seen as well, a 15-year-old. I cannot wait for this guy to turn professional. This guy as a midfielder looks absolutely outstanding at 15. A bit aggressive, but apart from that, looks really, really good. Safet Hukic is the key prospect here, and you can see why. A promising midfielder, usually just under a wonder kid, is the media description, which is really good. I think he's going to be quite the bee's knees. Frank as well. He turns 16 not too far away. It's like a couple months away. And yet again, back up on the left. He is going to be very good. I actually think on the left-hand side, we have Jensen that's going to play out there, which you'll see down the list. Frank probably is better, but Jensen's had a better preseason. But yeah, when Frank's ready, he's here. Mikael Hedegaard, a lot's been spoken about him. He's unbelievable at 17 years of age. Comes in first choice left back. Brilliant. Andreas is very unlucky not to start here today. He's also on the bench because he's not 100% fit. Not on the bench because he's not 100% fit. But we found a centre back towards the end of preseason that we signed that takes his starting spot, so he'll be third choice here. But at 16, apart from his height, he's really good, and I really, really hope he's going to be really good for us. Arnie Henson is the other midfielder, and he's really good, well-rounded, very good, good pace, and he's had a really good preseason as an inverted winger on that side there. Zakakara Diallo scored a lot of good goals. He's from Lynchby as well, who played today. Just very quick, got potential, love to see it. You can see what we've done here with the youth. Cameron Roberts is another New Zealander that I think will play for New Zealand as well. He's physically really good for the level. He's not as good going forward as you would like for my system, but at the same time, he's not bad either. At 16 years of age, he is going to be really good for us, and I can't wait to see how he develops here as well. And then we get into a couple of the older, more immature signings that happened throughout pre-season, not on the first, that were already coming in. Christian Ennemark has come in to replace Molberg. I think this guy's really good. At 23, got good potential, very good player, and obviously at the moment is doing really well. He's coming in as a ball-playing defender at the moment too, which is good, and I think he is sensational. Bit short, 6 foot, but does the job. I'm going to leave Zahora for second, for the last, because he's our key player now. Kasper Radza was brought in. We didn't want to retire down Christopher because Christopher I didn't think was good enough. Radza's a bit more experienced at 28 years of age. He's been around the league here in Denmark with Middelfart. He was at OB, who was used to be our affiliate club, and then has come to us. And what he can do, which Christopher couldn't, he is a good guy in a one-on-one situation. He knows how to make a big save. Unfortunately got injured, pulled his hamstring 2 days before this game, so he doesn't make a debut. So your backup keeper, Christopher Moller, at 19 years of age, is going to play today. Just a good little kid, maybe not the best in a one-on-one situation, but on a free with 5-star potential on £1 a week. How can you go wrong? And then lucky last, we found Serra's really late in the window from Portugal, was released from Braga. He has got that Superliga potential at centre-back, and I think the centre-back, where we lost Con and Molberg in the window, were just gone because they didn't want to stay, and Con went to another club. We've got 2 centre-backs that maybe aren't as good, but have the potential to be just as good, if not better. Lucky last, though, is Johan Zahora. I don't know if anyone knows of him. He comes in as the star player alongside the shoe. We released Ladal to get this guy in. We released Diamondov as well because it's just too much. And we freed up about £500 worth of wage, which freed up for the centre-back that we brought in Sarares. This guy's unbelievable. Only thing he doesn't do is probably finish enough. But apart from that, for this level, with the determination and the physicality, my goodness. Released from Birmingham, never played, but he scored goals in the youth competitions. Expect to see him play. He scored 6 goals and 8 appearances in pre-season. He looks really good. In terms of the game here today, stream, as always, links down below. Like and subscribe. Give me a score prediction. I personally think that we'll push Lynchby but lose, but that's not a bad thing. The goal for this season is definitely to finish in the playoff, promotion league, and then not finish 6th. If we can finish 3rd or 4th and really push, I'm happy, and then the next season after we get promoted, great. Important to also say, though, I do think on our day we are the best team in this division. Unlike last year, I was just looking for survival. I think this year we really could be good enough. The bench is really good here too. Lingard obviously here. Nielsen's obviously 4th choice as well. Will is a good backup left back to have on the bench, plus centre mid. Harborough's here, Diallo's here, and Ben Nielsen makes the bench too. It's a very good bench, and that's your starting 11 for the first game of the season. Moller, who would be Radza if he wasn't injured. We got Robert, Sarares, Christian, Hedegaard, Vilhelmosa, Anderson, Henson, Madsen, Zahora, and the Shoot. We're going to go and give some player numbers to a couple of people. There we go, and there we are. And we are going to get underway as well. And yeah. And away we go. Into the dressing room we go. Go up there and pull off an upset, was what we're going to say. And what I have been doing from pre-season here as well is into the oppositions as well. We are going to go. And what I have been doing is pressing everybody a bit more old school. And if they had 2 centre-backs, I would man-mark both strikers and hope that they don't get in. Anyhow, score prediction. Dim's just hoping for a win. He doesn't care how. I personally think if we score the first goal in most games, we win the game. In saying that, Lynchby are probably the best team in the comp. Probably was a foul there by my young Madison. Referee said no. The Shoe, Vilhelmosa, good ball. Jensen, the youngster, can cut it. Here we go. Will he pick a pass? Oh, it's poor. They're going to break. Oh, the voice was up and about because I really thought we were in then. And in the end, it is Moller who's on it, the young Dane. And he flicks long and Jensen flicks it to no one in particular. And as it stands here, end guard there with a ball into the channel. And it is going to be us to go again. And hopefully we'll be okay. Good ball in, Badson 1-0. Oh my days. I wasn't even looking. I thought it was highlight over. Started texting the girlfriend. In the end, 1-0. Madsen does well. Jensen with the assist. The two youngsters go. Apologies. And away we go again. Here we are. Roberts now. His ball in his paw. And Cullen does well. Early goal. Gilherme wins it. Roberts again. Anderson now. Federic with a big ball. It's cut away. And here they come again, Lynchby. Maybe there's part of me that really wants to go a bit more defensive here. Anyway, that's a ball and a half. We should get there first. Roberts lays it back to the keeper. And we go along, and Zahore brings it up and does well. Madsen now, can he chip it in there? The shoe, big moment. We decided to keep in. He lays it in Jensen's path. The youngster hits it, and it's 2-0 inside 6 minutes. Wow. Oh my goodness, he has done well. And it is 2-0, 6 minutes in. Absolutely love to see it. Madsen's ball, the shoe, the presence of mind, the experience, even though he's not overly old, to lay it into Jensen. Jensen has a goal and an assist. And all of a sudden, the 16-year-olds are flying. The youngsters are here. Our average age this year is 18. We are 2-0 up and dominating the best team in this division by a mile. And they are down to 10 men. They are down to 10 men. Nielsen brings down the shoe. And Lynchby is going from worse to worse for them. And away we go. Madsen goes down. Pen referee? No. Anyway, Roma now, still with it. And he goes down the line. If they scored right now, it'd be very interesting. Highlight still going. Into Roma. His ball there. Enemark, Anderson, Vilhermosa, the shoe, can turn. Zahora, the shoe made another run, was ignored. Roberts, shoe, chance, bang. Offside. What a goal it would have been. The shoe could have scored again this season. And oh my days. 20 minutes played. It is 2-0 SFB. They've lined up with a 3-3-3. Boys. We should exploit the wide areas. I'm not going to right now. Right? But we should just exploit the wide areas and maybe get the fullbacks to stay back. In the end, Mollard comes and claims and does well. And he goes out there to Hedegaard. Good kick from the young goalkeeper, the 19-year-old, the backup. And Mikel Hedegaard is good at this. He's quick. The ball. Jensen, he's got options. Will he cut it? Tackle goes in. Hedegaard again, no cut it. He could have cut it, Jensen. Maybe didn't get away. The shoe didn't rise. And Roberts again won't get on that. And they might break on us here. Jacobson with a chance to whip one. He actually goes back and it's cleared into the middle of the park. Well, played in the middle of the park. And they still move it around really good, Lynchby. And they are the best team in this division. Even with 10 men. If they get one, you back them to maybe even get a second. Anyway, Gidget does ball in. Warming. Gets in the box. Big chance. Great goal. And that's the thing, boys. That is the thing. Join that one there, Breno, not mine. That is the thing. They are really good. Lynchby on paper. It's too early to be going, okay, let's just go a little bit more defensive and put, whatever. And we're playing against 10 men. Put fullbacks on defend and whatever. But at the same time, they've got 3 strikers. I'm really tempted to do that. If they score, they've got 9 men on the park. No way, right? Good block. Vilhermosa. Hit them while they're on the ground. That's a poor ball, and it's punted away. Should be our ball. Roberts wins. Madsen now. Had time. They are all over us with 9 men on the park. We can't even get clean possession. He's just come back on too. Now back to 10 men. Interesting time for them to come on as well. Referee plays advantage. Great advantage. There's another big chance here. In the end, Moller makes a save. I know this is going to sound really bad, but I just think even with 10 men, they're the best team in this division. We move into that. We go in and do that and that. Move these two around. Put the shoe as a deeper lying is fine. We go to a little bit more of that. A bit more defensively solid. A little bit more, not time wasty, but really invite them on us. Keep 4 guys at the back against their 3 strikers so they can't break. And then, we have Anderson too. We could get a midfielder in, get Anderson into the centre attacking mid-roll as well. And we'll see how that goes. And Madison now, the shoe. Zahora, big chance, hits the post. The youngster could have really done it and didn't do it. And in the end, Madison now. Ball in, blocked. Gustavo goes long. And Moller makes a good save. Half time, just texting the girlfriend. Into the dressing room. I'm delighted how the performance is going. I am, really. I'm going to make a change here, though. The shoe's going to come off. The shoe's having a really good game, but I think Zahora would be a bit better in this role. Anderson's actually going to come in here as an gadget as well, just hang around Zahora. And we are going to go, and I am going to get Hardbro in, but a bit more as a deeper line playmaker here on support. And we're going to go to that. I'm going to start the second half. Cleared away in Madsen. We can break, and that's the thing. We're quick enough to break as well, and the ball's just been punted away. I just feel that they are, even with 10 men, good enough to come and score 2 or 3. I know it's not usually like me. I usually go after teams and whatever, but I feel like, see what I mean? I feel like they're good enough, even with 10 men, man. Their team is nutters compared to us. Their team is a nutters compared to us. It is stupid. Count, Fott, Gustavo. And there we are. Maybe we've invited the pressure on here going into this as well. I do not know. Every team that goes and plays 3 strikers is just so OP too. And they've got 10 men and no one can get near any of their midfielders. How is their midfield dominating with 10 men? Gustavo, Jakobsen. They're going to win this game. They're going to beat us 4-2, 5-2. This is not good. Ball in, Jensen clears. Should have done this at 2-0. We should have went to this system at 2-0, not at 2-1. At 2-1, we should have stayed attacking, just gone, right, the game's too long to go. At 2-0, yeah, let's go shut up a shop. We can afford to give away a goal. Now it's just like, whatever. Now we have to change back into another system. Phil Funson. Good tackle from Madsen's going to fool them again. They're going to score. Warming's there. Should have scored. They are all over us, and there's nothing we can do. They're dominating the game with 10 men. Since we've made... Not even since we made changes. Since they've gone into a 4... They've changed their formation now. Going to go back to that. Anderson's off, and we're going to get Ben Nielsen for a debut as well. I think is what we're going to do. Header guard looks dead. I'm going to get Will out there too. I'm going to go to that. Feel like we have to go after him as well. Can we get on it here? All right. Ben's had a really good pre-season. He has come off the bench and scored in a lot of pre-season games. That ball to Madsen, though. Vilhelmosa, how did he get there? Jensen's in. Big moment for the youngster. What a save. Stayed in play, too. Of course it has. Of course it bloody has. Anyway, Roma, Gustavo, Jorgensen goes long, should be Enemarts, it is. Vilhelmosa, chips, Madsen, wins it. We've got numbers here, got to be a good bull. You beat your man. I don't believe that. We have that many men freaking forward, all he has to do is play a pass and can't do it. Alright, Gilhomer now, into Roberts. Roberts now, Hardbro, does well. Gilhomer, again, clears it into the channel, cleared away. We have to win this second ball, Hardbro. Well done. Find feet. Don't lose the ball. Gilherme again, the new signing. He looks for Nelson. Flicks down into Madsen. Runner made. Nielsen on his debut. He is good, this New Zealander. And Ben goes bang. Off the bench, Ben scores. He's going to be the super sub of the year. I'm telling you, he is really good. And yet again, against the best team in this division. And against, even with them with 10 men, they're still playing unbelievably good. Ben scores. Wow. Another highlight. Can we make it 4-2? Madsen. Hardbro. Chips it. Jensen looked onside maybe. Yes, he is. Jensen gets his second of the game. What a debut he's having. It's 4-2, 75th played. And maybe all the pressure finally is told against Lyngby. They've been dogged, they've been good, they've been compact, the free worked and dominated for them. But as soon as they got the 2-2, they said, okay, for a free up-top system in terms of wingers, this system here, let's go a bit more, whatever. And we've gone, nah, we're not having any of this. We're dominating you again. And Harbro wins at Zahora. He's going on a run. The man from Birmingham, okay, mate. He's not had a good debut at all. He's linked up playing stuff, but in terms of how good he is, no. Jensen having the game of his life at left mid on debut, the 16-year-old. We have dominated the best team in the division, but only because they've probably been to 10 men. This game would have been interesting before that. Vilhermosa, even at 2-0, I still think they would have done well. What a ball from Vilhermosa. And Zahora goes with a chip and hits the bar and goes out. Led again, it's a good spot. That's the one thing I will say. In pre-season, he missed a lot of chances. And I'm hoping that doesn't happen. And the game's not over here. Moller makes a big save. The 19-year-old. Anyway, 90 minutes played. Game over. Unreal. Full time we win. Against a team that's predicted to finish top. What a performance. Away from home. You got to remember, we were 2-0 up. We were 2-0 up after 15 or 10 minutes before the red card. But you can see from the middle part of that game, they stayed composed. They moved to a system that worked for them. I'm surprised they moved back, right? And they came and were like, no, we're good. We're good. Right? And you saw that their quality. The fact they got about to 2-2 and had chances to go to 3-2, right? Mercifully, they didn't. We went back to the 4-2-4. It worked. We pressed them out of it. We won the game. Zahora probably could have scored 2 or 3, and that would have killed the game completely. Especially at the end there. He should have definitely made at least 5. But look, what a performance. The kids went out there. Jensen, I told you, as an inside forward, he's a really good footballer. I still think Frank, the 15-year-old that's waiting to turn 16, it could be better. And yeah, we do really, really, really well there, YouTube. From me and everybody else here, that is going to be the end of the episode. Next episode will be a game throughout the middle here. We'll pick a game as well. In the cup, we got a team in the lower regions, so we should be beating them. But yeah, and I will see you guys then. Thank you and goodbye.